Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is a yarn chat. Unfortunately, I didn't do too much knitting or crocheting this week. As I said in a previous video, last week was super busy with the basketball for my son, for his basketball schedule, in addition to working full-time, in addition to it to be in the last quarter and having to do report cards. But I had a great relaxing weekend. My husband was so kind to let me literally lay in my bed watching TV and knitting and doing nothing all day. And I should add, my kids were also kind because they didn't come in and nag me once for anything. Today, though, I got up early to make these videos, and I'm pretty sure this afternoon is going to be like work, like tidy up the house and deal with nagging children. But let's see here. The first thing is I got an email a couple days ago that said, head over to your P.O. box. I've mailed you something. And so I was super excited. It had been a while since I'd been to my P.O. box. So I headed over there to see what I got. And I'm going to tell you, it was this big box. Now I started opening it, which I'm glad I did because she gave me 2 cards. But the interesting thing is that sizable box was in a pretty decent size bin on the other side. So I rent a really tiny P.O. box like this big. And so when I get a package, they put a key in it, and then I go to the other side and they have these wall of lockers. And they had this, I mean, pretty big box in there, right? And then in my P.O. box was a yellow card that said, not enough room or package too large, come to the desk. Well, I picked this up after going to dinner with my husband. So I had to go back the next day. And I'm not kidding you guys. It was like in an envelope this big, this thick. And I'm like, why couldn't they stick it in the same locker as this big box? There was plenty of room in there. And it was from the same sender. So I tell you, again, it's probably because Z does not work at my post office. She's probably the only real bright post office, and they're lucky to have her, or a postal worker, and they're lucky to have her over there in California. Because over here in Wisconsin, they don't know what they're doing. Okay, so this is a super adorable card. Hey there. I'm going to tell you, every time I get these, or from Carrie Penny, there's a few that people have made me. I'm always like, ooh, do I want to get into card making? Wouldn't that be fun? And I'm not going to read the whole thing out, but she says she really loves my videos, and she's been watching me for a while. She doesn't comment, but she does always like them. And she also loves to hoard crochet hooks and knitting needles. So she decided to give me some of the duplicates. She said I can feel free to donate them, re-gift them, or give them out however I please. She also included some organizational goodies. Oh boy, am I excited about that. So apparently over in California, they have a Dollar Tree similar to what we have, but it's from Japan. It's Japanese items. And everything there is about $1.50. And so she snatched up some goodies there for me. And then in the second package was this second card, because she couldn't fit it all in one. And it says, coffee and friends are a perfect blend. And they really are, which is interesting because when I went to the Dollar Tree, our American, or I should say China Dollar Tree, I almost bought this little thing that said almost the same thing about coffee and friends. And this is basically of two. And she said everything is very gently used. And when I say gently used, it looks like it's not been used. Thanks for keeping me smiling. Well, thank you, Amy. It's always so kind when folks share things with others. And the really amazing thing is that I haven't had a chance to tell y'all is the art teacher at my school. I don't even know if I told my husband this. She wants to incorporate in her 3D art class a segment on knitting and crocheting. Isn't that amazing? And she asked if I would help her. So I've been teaching her how to crochet. And then because, as you all know, bulky yarn is probably the best way to start. And since I had all those scraps of 2 years worth of doing hats for my class of bulky yarn, I donated a whole bunch of my bulky yarn to her and some of my fat crochet hooks. And so it will be very nice to be able to share some of this to be able to continue the future of young knitters and crocheters. So I hope you think that's okay, Anne, to share some of this with art class. So I'm going to get right into showing you everything that's in here. I wish I had a little something here to stack it on. I might have to scoot over. I usually try to hide my messy hoard area from you. And I try to tidy just one area. There's Juanita wearing my favorite chunky sweater. Okay, so there's so much stuff in here. I'll put this here and show you guys later. She handed over or shared with me a ton of knitting needles. I'm not going to show you every single size and brand, but I thought I would show you like the main ones. There's some of these knitting needles. They're metal ones with these little gray plastic tabs on the end. I would say, I mean, I don't know enough about knitting needles to know, but I feel like it's a full set. And then these really adorable bamboo ones, wooden ones, or bamboo, I don't know. Some of these really big plastic ones and look at that, they're pink on one end. Aren't those cute? And I'm guessing that these were all like part of a set, because here's more of these plastic ones. Okay. And then there is some of these traditional metal ones. Oh, I have not seen these before. What does it say on here? These are Susan Bates. Here's another one of Susan. And like I said, here's some more of those traditional ones. I have a few set of these. I think if I look over there, I have like 3 or 4 of these. And then I bought those glittery ones from Walmart. So that looks like predominantly what's, in this knitting needle set. I can't wait. Oh, and there's some lighter colored wood ones too. I can't wait to get myself some more pickle jars over there and line up and stack my knitting needles. So, side story, since this is a yarn chat, settle in, friends. I got a new phone and I just loaded Facebook into my phone. I haven't done that yet because I was debating on whether or not to put Facebook in, to allow Mark Zuckerberg to snoop on everything in my phone. But I decided I have an iPhone now. Bill Gates is probably snooping through everything I have too, so might as well let Mark also. So anyway, in doing so, I finally got to catch up on my Facebook. And Christy, one of my main friends over in our Facebook group, she helped moderates and organizes our swaps. She posted this comedian who talked about living with a crafty wife. And the only reason I'm bringing this up right now is because he had this joke about how he would throw away trash, but it turned out it was her craft items. And so he doesn't know what's craft and what's trash. And he was joking about throwing away empty sauce jars. And he had this funny little skit. I will copy and paste it, or maybe Christy, if she sees this, will copy and paste that little skit into our Facebook group, Summer's Tips and Stitches, because it was hilarious. But the whole reason I'm saying that now is I need some empty sauce jars. Because what I like to do with my empty sauce jars, and I actually got this idea from Terry at Yarn Joy Podcast, is I like to crochet a little cover on them. And then this is my current knitting needle collection right here. Well, I got one fat hook in here too. But this is my current section of knitting needles. I'm currently in a buy as you need kind of, well, not anymore. But anyway, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get myself some sauce jars. And then I'm going to crochet them a little coat. And then I'll organize my knitting needles. It's always nice to have a project, right? Okay, back to this bag. So thank you, Anne, and thank you, Christy, for that great video. Okay, and so also in here is a super cute project bag. It has some cats on it. Regular cats, not holy cats. Just teasing. And it's a really cute, well-made bag. It's adorable. I don't know if this was one she made or if she ordered it from someone. I typically like to order my bags from Laurel or from Teetoddles or from this gal who I've now forgotten what her name is. She's a military wife and she lives on the West Coast. It's been a while since I've ordered a bag. And then here's some organizational things. This is a sectional case, and see, I'm guessing that's Japanese since she said she got it from a Japanese store. This would be cute for beads or stitch markers. And then here is a cute little set of cards for you, and a little, look at that, you guys, it's a little stitched owl. And here is one little zipper bag, which is soft and glittery. Ooh, with some crochet hooks in it. So let's take a look at some of these. This to me looks like this is a Hobby Lobby one, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's a different brand. And this is a size L. It doesn't have a brand on here, but here's one, and it's silver and the pink. And then here's one that I haven't seen before, where not only is the handle green, but the tip of it is green. And this must be from the same set. There's a few of these that are like that. Look at these. And so these, I'm going to let our art teacher, borrow these real big ones. She doesn't get to keep them, but she definitely gets to borrow them for her unit on, that's why I set these ones aside for the middle and high schoolers to learn how to knit and crochet. And then here's one. There's no labeling on here to know what brands these are. This one is just a black handle. These are all those ergonomic ones. And then here's some more of the same ones that are like tiny, and their head shaft things are the same color as their handles. So those are cute. And then here's that cute little bag, a zipper bag. You know what, side note, I can say 2 phrases in Japanese because when I was in 8th grade, we had a Japanese exchange student. So I can say, Nihongo wa yoku wakaramasen, which she said means I don't know Japanese very well. Of course, I don't know. Here's some more of these hooks that are different colors. Aren't those cool? And then I could also say, watashi wa hen desu, which she said, she is Hiroko, she's our exchange student. She said means I'm a crazy chicken. And I hope she didn't mean that about me. Look at this, you guys. I used to have a set of these, but I gave them away as a giveaway. They were all, or I mailed them in a package. It's one of these big plastic hooks. I want to say Bella Coco had them. It was in one of those catalog or magazines, and it was a free gift in front, and I mailed them out to someone. And here's another one of those orange ones. Here's a good old steel hook. Here's a few wooden ones, wooden crochet hooks. And then here's a whole bunch. Boy hooks, I believe. Ooh, here's another one. This is different than the other ergonomic ones. This is a Susan Bates hook. So, I mean, she really shared with me a variety of hooks. Holy Toledo. And well, I'm going to put these back in here because these are the little ones that I don't want to spill all over the floor and not be able to find. And then there's another little cat bag. This one looks kind of denim, and it has a cat cutout that says meow. Did you like how I did it like a cat? And in here is another set of containers. I love these. These are amazing. And here is another container, which she so kindly put some stuff in. Here is a cute little kitty cat patch. And this is a craft punch. And it makes that little starry pattern. You put the paper in there and make a little hole. And then down here are some charms and some stitch markers. Here is a cat rowing a boat. And then here, oh, look at this one. It's a cat in a teacup. Whoops, whoops. There you go. And then down here, these little hearts. Now, oh, here. Sorry. Here's another one with a fish in a bowl. Down here are these little tiny made with love charms. And I'm going to tell you, if you ever order anything from Tea Doddles, she puts one of those on whatever she makes that you've ordered. So this is super adorable. I'll tell you what, this lady also, Anne here, is a very good packer. Then a whole pack of highlights, or highlighters. So excited about this because I'm a teacher. You gotta love highlighters. And then in this one, I just flung the lid over there if you guys saw, is a bunch of colored paper clips and colored staples. I don't know why school supplies make me equally excited. I am an equal opportunity hoarder. I will hoard craft projects, school supplies, pens, stickers. Now I accidentally put these ones in here. This is for my Dollar Tree run. which I wish I would have been a little bit more patient, because look at this. She gave me this whole page of dinosaur stickers and owls and butterflies. Now, the reason why I bought these dinosaur stickers is my kids are finishing up. Next week will be their last week on writing their dinosaur reports. And I wanted to put a dinosaur on each of their grading rubric. And if I just would have looked in this box, I would have had some. I wouldn't have had to buy them. And then also a little pack of paper. And these, I love these. I love these little clamps. The reason I love these so much is I use them on textbooks. So like if I'm in a different chapter, or if I'm skipping to a new chapter, or sometimes teacher books will have like the teacher manual in front and they'll have like sample sheets in the back. I love using those. And here are those little cats. These are like those little waving cats that you see in like Chinese restaurants or nail salons. They're little erasers. And then here are some sea creatures. But these are Japanese puzzle erasers. So you can take them apart and put them together. Last year, my kids were obsessed with those in class. And then here, you know what, you guys, don't fall. I could probably organize my hooks in here. I can do my hooks in here. She gave me 2 of these. Isn't that cute? They're probably for pencils, but for me, they're hooks. This is actually a really great idea. Maybe I'll let Mrs. Pletcher borrow this whole little set with the big hooks, and then she can get her own later. So there we go. Look at that. A double stacking. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put that right now. Whoa. And then here is a little cat sticker that fell off something. I'll put that right there for now. And then look at these little containers, even smaller, cute 3-stacking ones. And then here's another set of those. And then finally, this box is empty. Can you believe that? Holy Toledo. Look at these cute little memo bookmarks. You can put these in books or teacher manuals or pattern books, point markers. And then there's some rainbow ones that are not cats. Wow. So, I'm sorry, I'm picking something up off the floor. Thank you so much, Anne. This is an amazing group of stuff. Now, you guys, this isn't much of a yarn chat. This is mostly a hoarding chat, I guess. I should retitle this yarn chat. Whoops, I mean hoarder. But here comes the yarn. Okay, so this is a yarn part. First, as many of you, I've said, many of you recommended Ross's hat, which I printed up the pattern, and I now have bought the 2 specific size knitting needles and circulars. I ordered these off of Amazon. One of these are the original Addy Turbos, standard tip, slick turbo finish, smooth join, pliable cables. And then the only small one I could find was Knitter Dreams, which our Hobby Lobby carries. So I ordered these so I can start working on Ross's hat. Then, oh, I can't lose these. These are ones I'm using. Then when I was at my Dollar Tree, which I'm going to release a video. You'll see the video before I actually show this. This is what I got at our Dollar Tree. Our Dollar Tree is stuffed full of yarn. But it's these little ones. Now, they have the Premier. Now, this is what they still have this kind, which I did not buy any because I still have a whole bunch of this up there. So my Joann's, or my Dollar Tree now has 3 types of yarn. Premier just yarn worsted. They had a whole bunch of these in a variety of colors. Like I said, I didn't buy any because I already have a bunch hoarded up. They had blue and purple and yellow and brown and white and black, and I mean, they had them all. Red. Then also they had this brand, which for some reason I bought these 2 colors because when I was sitting in the store, they called to me, which, if you know, these are not my colors at all. This is Crafter Square acrylic yarn, and how many yards does it say? They recommend using an 8 hook or size 8 knitting needle. I don't see the yardage. I'm a looking. Here, made in the US, Oh, no. Imported by USA, Green Barrel International from Chesapeake. But this was made in, or it could be imported by some Canadian company. But this was made in India. Sadly, it does not say on here anywhere how much it is. I'm going to guess they're 50 gram balls. It is 100% acrylic. I will tell you, though, it's not super incredibly soft. It's not scratchy, but it's not incredibly soft. And then I also don't see the names. The labeling here is very, very minimal. I don't see the color names on here. This one is popping off, and this one also had to be retaped to stay on. Yeah, I honestly don't know how much is in here. Maybe I'll weigh it and see what we got. But I bought these two colors just to see what it was, because like I said, this is the second brand that they had. Then the other yarn that they had that I bought some of is Premier Just Cotton for crafters, makers, knitters, and crocheters. 104 yards. And I bought two of these. And this is a cotton polyester blend. So I bought two of those. And this is the color Burgundy Marl. And then the other stuff, the real reason I went to that Dollar Tree was to buy two dry erase boards. Because my class is running out. And I wanted everybody to have their own dry erase board. I got trash there. One of the things that I bought, which I mostly bought to see if this even works, is it says erasable highlighters. I can't imagine that that could be true. So after this video, I'll try to use it and let you know if it actually works. And then I bought a couple goodies that I could put in swap packages. So I'm not going to show you what they are. It'll be a surprise for when it's swapping time. I bought some more thank you cards because I used up all the leftover of my thank you cards, thanking my kids for all their Christmas gifts. And then I bought this for Flinny, and that's the packaging I threw away. It is a Tiger Squishy pen. My daughter always, when she was younger and hoarding up squishies, she'd go like this and just slowly watch it rise. Isn't that cute? So I put that up there. Oh, and then I bought some face wipes. But yeah, that is it. Now, I'm gonna stop making videos today. I have to watch some videos to keep my accreditation up. And while I'm watching those videos on the Bible, I am going to be starting some knitting projects. Many of you may have known or seen in previous videos, I teach at a private school. And we have an auction coming up where we have people in the community donate a bunch of stuff. And then we do an online auction where people can bid on those items and then we ship them out. It used to be we did it in person, but thanks to COVID, this year it's online. And so they asked me, because it started to get out at school, that I have a YouTube channel, partly because my kids like to brag about their mother being a YouTube star, which I'm hardly that, but to them I am. And I'm going to put together a summer's tips and stitches. So I'm going to crochet a basket and I'm going to put some fancy yarn and some things in there. And then I decided I was going to do another one, and I'm going to make some dolls from, don't forget her name, from the gal that makes the Molly doll, the Friendly Berry. I made her sloths, the Friendly Fox. I figured I'd make a little collection of her dolls, like 3 of her dolls, and have that be an auction item, and then the bid for like the crafting supply, and make a basket. So that is what I need to get cracking on, because the deadline to have that stuff turned in is by February 15th. So that is my new Ross's hat, 3 dolls from the Friendly Fox, and then a basket to put some crafting items in. Okay, you guys, this was a super long yarn chat. I hope you guys got a lot of good knitting and crocheting done while I was chatting. Oh, I did do some knitting. Hold the phone. I am going to review this yarn. I knitted yesterday 2 little washcloths, because I'm going to tell you, I don't know if it's just the way, these don't ever last super long in my house. I wash them and dry them, and then, so I knitted 2 of these, and then I was going to talk about the review of this. This is the yarn from Dollar Tree. And so this is what I was knitting yesterday while I was watching When Calls the Heart on Netflix, which his last day of airing will be on January 24th. So if you are interested in pioneer type TV shows with really nonsensical stuff, When Calls the Heart is on Netflix. And I'm like in season 4 right now. And I only have like a week to get through season 5. Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching and subscribing. Thanks for liking and sharing my videos. Thank you so much, Anne, for the wonderful gifts. I love everything so much, and I can't wait to cover jars with crochet so I can stack out my knitting needles. All right, bye.